Back to general cloning, if you don't want to PCR copy out your insert and you want to cut it out, you can use restriction digests to do that. And even if you do PCR copy, you still need to digest any unwanted ends off of your product and create those cohesive ends for the ligation step. So you want to make sure that you have your matching set of restriction enzymes if you're doing a double digest, your vector DNA and your insert DNA, either the PCR product or your donor plasmid DNA. For the insert, you want to do a gel purification after the PCR step or after the digestion step, because you want to verify that you got your insert. For the backbone, you want to wait to do the gel purification, because every time you're doing a gel purification step, you are losing a little bit of your DNA. So in order to maximize the amount of DNA you extract from the whole process of cloning, it's better to just change buffers if your buffers aren't compatible. So for restriction digest, I do a reaction of about 50 microliters, and I use nuclease-free water for the remaining volume. I use buffer. I use CutSmart buffer from NEB for my enzymes, but make sure that if you're doing a double digest, your enzymes will work in the same buffer. If not, maybe do a single digest, stop, and then do the second digestion enzyme. If not that, then try adding more of the enzyme that has lower activity in the buffer and going for longer. So for some of these high fidelity enzymes, as they call them, they're supposed to be a time saver, and you can generally cut, if you're only using high fidelity in CutSmart buffer, you can generally get a good yield in 1 to 3 hours. But my high fidelity enzymes are unfortunately paired with not so high fidelity enzymes that have about 10% activity in the CutSmart buffer. So I want to add more of my not so high fidelity enzyme, and then also I want to add a good chunk of DNA to cut.